Alright, as promised, let's storm Castle Mourning, since we're already here at this point. Yeah. Alright, I forgot there was a site of grace right at the entrance.
Can you slash the boxes there?
Let's see. I can tell you yes for the barrels, not for this one, but they're not boxes to be fair, those are improvised barricades.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're getting lucky finding these like so quickly after the last one.
Yeah, to be fair, no. Compared to stuff like the other Souls-like games I can mention, the checkpoints here are much more frequent for a purpose, because the world is so damn big, they kinda have to, in order to, you know, pace themselves better. Alright, let me see, do I have to start from here? Liar ahead. No, it's only one direction, okay. So, if I recall correctly, the thing about Castle Mourning is that, as that girl that we found mentioned, had a quote-unquote servant revolt. Yeah, it kinda escalated quite a bit.
Huh.
So,
I don't know.
have I
I
come
don't know.
to a bad time?
Just give it a little hoover, and there you go. It'll be good as new.
I think it's gonna take a bit more than that.
Okay. Maybe you need to get a dustpan and brush. A big one.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, these are the misbegotten. We already have encountered a few of them. And the fact that they were employed in service of the people here in Castleborn means that things really probably were not turning out well for them, and they revolted out of desperation. We'd like to see more as we go on. Oh, hi doggy.
No, that's a turtle.
I feel I'm getting gasoline, so. It's like that, ow. It's like that scene in Conker's Bad Fur Day, where Conker tries to, manages to trick one of the weasel guards by claiming he's an elephant.
I mean, I guess if they've never seen an elephant before.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that, Teo, considering that recently they put Conquer Live and Reloaded on Game Pass.
Yes, it's because of this Microsoft new initiative of trying to put games that did not have a PC port, you know, that were on Xbox, also on PC in some kind of fashion.
But where's the original Crimson Skies? All we got is its secret.
I'm personally more, you know, wanting to see what will happen with The Lost Odyssey and Blue Dragon, but again, considering again the state of the gaming industry as a whole, and at least the high profile, and Microsoft themselves, I can just, you know, wait for a while.
Alright, to be honest, I haven't really got much to say on what I've been doing lately, because I haven't really been doing a whole lot.
You've seen...
There's Spider-Man coming out, but that's about it.
Yeah, I think I still have to see properly trailers for it. I take sure instead that you seen Toy Story 5, I think?
Yes, at this point, yes, I have.
So, how was it for you?
Surprisingly enjoyed it quite a lot.
Would you say much better than 4?
Oh yeah, like I didn't... okay, I didn't even watch the trailers for 5 because, like, 4 I just really didn't like, so I kind of wasn't really fussed on anything past that point. No, it actually, yeah, I enjoyed it quite a lot, surprisingly.
Alright then.
It seemed like when they introduced the premise, it is kind of like eye-roll inducing, but the way they handle it is a lot less preachy than other movies would do it.
I did see the trailer and I thought that they were mostly going for all kids and their damn phones these days, but
it starts like that, but
it's more than that, okay.
Yeah. I mean, that is the main thing that they're going for, but what they do with it isn't like, oh, the tech is just completely evil and rotting their brains and, like...
Well, I mean, how old is its director? The director's a 60-year-old man. I'm surprised that wasn't the whole movie.
I get the idea maybe there was, some...
Yeah, I know it's Andrew... I know it's Andrew Stanton, and he's had a pretty good track record for Pixar. It's just, well...
again, maybe they had some level of consultancy from someone else, so, that...
And they found a good balance with the story, I feel.
Who's that? Right.
Also,
might be seeing the Odyssey myself as well, Dwiz.
Oh yeah, I saw that I saw it in IMAX myself. Are you going to see it in that format? Or are you just going to go for a regular?
No, we're just gonna go to like a regular cinema. My mother wanted to see that too, which surprised me. Honestly, I didn't think she'd want to sit through that, but yeah, we should be seeing that next week.
I remember that you mentioned it in the past, but I had to look it up because I did not know what it was until you mentioned it. So, from what I understand, Epic the Musical is actually based on the Odyssey?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Because again, I never heard of that until you brought that up one time.
It does take different, like, adaptation liberties, much like the movie does, but, yeah.
Okay, then.
I also noticed, Shiori, that you've been playing some certain brand new Nintendo game.
I wonder what that could be. Yes, Splatoon Raiders is very fun. And I am so happy I didn't watch the direct at all. Because going into this blind was great.
I'm still a bit disappointed that, since the Tomb Raider third remake of the first game isn't coming out this year, I can't make a Splatoon Raider joke.
I don't think they'll remake Splatoon 1, personally.
Is Shiver still Saigon Blues?
Although, to be honest, for that joke to have worked, they'll have had to have come out, if not on the same day, at least very close to each other.
Is Shiver just as disregarding of the personal space as she is in the trailer?
Oh, 100%.
Oh, what a maverick.
I mean, I don't mind personally.
Of course. So yeah, now
the game's a lot of fun. Oh, sorry, carry on.
Now we're witnessing properly the revolt of the misbegotten and the few people who have remained of Castle Mourning actually fighting them. Again, it's a very organic way to showcase, an event, even in more simple terms. But of course, the thing that we take up for us is, the XP, where basically we're here to capitalize on the event anyway.
I'm still trying to, I'm going to see if I can try and get Star Fox for Switch 2 at some point.
Alright then. I forgot. They probably mentioned in the trailer the Nintendo Direct, but I forgot my about it. Like, do we have a dedicated amiibo set for it?
I don't remember. I'll check online. Star Fox Switch 2 amiibo. No, it just uses the ones that came out when Super Smash Bros. Came out.
Fair. Might as well. They already have those.
Yeah, you might as well just use the ones you already have.
Raiders did get dedicated amiibo, which I should get, because I don't have any deep cut amiibo, so if I'm going to get them, I'll get those.
See, every time you say deep cut, I keep thinking, wow, Splatoon turned into a slasher series.
I mean, we're slashing salmonids right now.
This poor fish.
No, literally, like, I feel like Inkling Society is already fucked up anyway. Like, Raiders is not like, we're not doing a good thing here. We're actively pillaging. And we're stealing their shit.
Yeah, we found a new torch which, if I recall correctly, is a bit more powerful and allows us to do this fire spraying attack. Might as well check the item description in the meantime. Torch wound with metal wire. The flame can illuminate dark locales or be used to attack enemies. Heavier than a normal torch, but the heated filament boosts fire damage dealt. Yeah, there we go. I know that while we're recording this right now, because this will be publicized deep into August by that point, I know that we're recording this, there's the Final Fantasy XIV Fan Fest, so maybe we're gonna tell more info about Evercold there. So I'm actually
I have seen people posting about the event.
So I'm always interested in, at the very least, that. But other than that, again, not much more than the usual. Okay, to be fair, yeah, they did release like the final trailer for Coyote vs. Acme, and it does look interesting enough for me to possibly consider seeing it in theaters.
Who's got the Nintendo Music app?
I do.
Me.
It's ever since we're getting a lot more use out of it. I've always had use for it, but now more so since you can now play it in your car.
And they have like their weekly schedule of adding new stuff.
Lately, it seems to be they release Mario Kart World the free roam music one day, and then at some point later in the week, although not always, they release tracks for a different game. Like in this case, they did a special release for Splatoon Raiders for obvious reasons.
Go. Yeah, some of these misbegotten also have learned to fly, so they tend to take advantage of that by shooting bows and arrows. Go. Also, I think, yeah, there's this one arrow stuck in my face.
Oh, what?
Don't you just hate it when that happens?
Does that... Is that like... I imagine that doesn't do damage over time.
No,
it just...
no. Especially because it's not tied to status ailment.
You just kind of have a new accessory right now.
Thankfully, it disappears after a while. Oh, there's a side of grace here. Basically, when it comes to these big locales, the game calls them legacy dungeons, and some of them are more elaborate than the other. Like the one that we still have to properly go through, the Castle of Godric, the Grafted. That was actually not the promotional trailers for it. So, is it left to go down from here? And there are quite a, sizable amount of them. It's just that we still have yet. Again, I find it's particularly areas we've not even really begun that much when you really get down to it in the game. This is just basically the starting area to an extent. Oh shit.
It's fine.
He called the turtle. No, get off me!
Oh, but I spoke too soon.
Get off me! I forgot
Rude.
These motherfuckers were back. Actually, hold on.
Yuck.
Shut the fuck up! Fire blast!
If in doubt, arson.
It's just burn the guy.
Yeah, again, these are the same slime that there you go. That have been appearing since Dark Souls 1, so lovely. Let's talk also about these prisoners. Prisoner. Please help me, I'm of noble blood. If those hideous mongrels eat me, I'll be forever marred. Marred?
You're dead already.
Anything but that, please. Think of a disgrace. Yeah, as you said, it's a bit late for that.
Why did nobody tell me I was already dead?
Let me see, I think hidden path ahead, therefore jumping required ahead. Oh, yeah, I think it may be, but we're not interested in that, especially because there is an NPC still alive here somewhere, but I don't remember if I already missed him, and if so, I need to go back a bit. Ouch. Oh well.
Oh well.
Yeah, it was not even that far off anyway. Yeah, this is actually the path that leads to the boss of the area, so let me see. Let me just explore a bit, otherwise I will go back for a bit. And we get another stone sword key, which, like I said, those are useful for opening up those specific extra catacombs, like the one at the beginning of the game. Up above here. Oh, there is a chest. Yes, let's see. The Twin Blade Talisman. Let me see what it does. I actually forgot about it. Talisman depicting Twin Bladed a Confessor. Enhances the final hit, ending a chain of attacks. The Twin Blade technique is a tradition of the Confessors, who closely guard the secret of how they preserve the momentum of their attacks. Thus is the final strike of their onslaught all the more deadly. Cute, but we don't really need it. Yeah, I can tell that we're distancing ourselves from the person that I need to find. So let me just get back to the bonfire. Well, bonfire, the sites of grace, also have it. And see if I can find the person I'm looking for. Again, if you forgot, that girl that we found had given us a letter to give to said you know, castle guard if they were still alive. Let me see if it's in the... Actually, yeah, the key items. Yeah, Irina's letter. Yeah, her father, the commander of Castle Mourning. Gorgeous silken handkerchief, lightly stained with blood. Words can be made out within. Okay. The beast bones tend to be used again in the crafting, mostly in order to create arrows, specifically of a more weak kind, meaning that in case you need some projectiles fast, you can just rely on those. It will not be the most useful, but it's better than having no ammo at all.
Does crafting like help your weapons and stuff, or do you have to go to the shops?
No. When it comes to actually powering up your own weapons, you have dedicated stuff. Same goes for powering up the ashes. Let me see if I can find. There you go. The crafting is based on the recipe that you have, and it gives you items that do help you. In this case, for example, neutralizing bonuses are the item that we kind of need to prevent, not prevent, but to reduce poison buildup if we acquire so. But then we have stuff like different types of grenades, like the fire pot in this case. Or specific type of arrows, and each of these have the specific item that you need, and it tells you actually where to get it in a still relatively vague manner. Like in this case, for a smoldering butterfly, found near wildflowers and elsewhere. We have found some before, so we have a bit of a memory on where we can find those. The grease is basically similar to the resin from the other Dark Souls games, as in you coat your weapon with it and it gains a specific attribute, like fire makes it fire attack, blood will actually have it cause blood build up if it normally doesn't have it, and so on. In order, however, to craft as much as possible, we will need those cookbook, as they're called, which is stuff that the merchants do sell. The importance of which really depends on how much you have to rely on those, obviously, but overall it's still fairly needed, even if we might ask you to read a little rules in the early game. So.
I've been actually there is one thing I've been doing just on a smaller scale. I've been giving a couple of the Dr. Mario games a try.
Did you manage to perform fine?
I get a few levels into each of them, but then I just struggle.
Alright, fair enough.
I tried the mobile game when that was a thing ages ago.
Yeah, I remember that too.
The N64 one, I'm surprised that I think it's one of those rare examples of sprite-based games, well, somewhat, on the console.
It's kind of similar. Go on.
But on the other hand, I can also see why the sprite quality
grainy.
It's a bit grainy compared to, say, the PlayStation, for example.
It's kind of similar to how, remember when we did Pokemon Puzzle League, that one also did had some level of, sprite work, but because, again, of what you just said, it wasn't in the more pristine quality. Okay.
There's also, funny enough, that there was this device in China called the IQ Player, which was basically a plug-and-play N64 on a chip that they sold there, since apparently those kinds of consoles weren't proscribed from China at that point. And Dr. Mario 64 was like the game that was pre-installed on the system. All the others you had to get through either a kiosk or through your computer.
Alright, that's where you get from here. Okay. To know.
I wonder how I wonder how the people of mainland China managed to get their hands on consoles even though they were banned. Did they just go to Hong Kong and get one?
Yeah, basically. Although again, considering the strict regulations that they do have, I do wonder how much they were about it. Ow.
Cut his wings off.
I do have a ranged weapon, but I haven't equipped it because of the weight limit, so... See. There we go. Got you.
There we go.
Yeah, if I recall correctly... Yeah, let me go down here. Yeah, in fact, the misbegottens have not actually managed to overturn this area, and there's one Godric soldier here with a shield and spear.
A bit too slow.
Yeah, these kind of enemies that turtle around just invite you to the backstab. You need to basically perform the dance.
That is not a practical door.
And, well, yeah, it's more about improvised barricade. And up above, we find the Lord Castellan, the guy that I was looking for.
There's a face I've not seen before. I'm Edgar, warden of this castle, as ordained by Lord Godric himself. But you can see how things have turned out. The menials have all rebelled. They gave me good service, or so I thought. But it seems it was all an act. Foul creatures, as it said, and true enough, they're foul inside and out.
That's mildly
I'm sorry
racist,
to
but
disappoint
sure.
you, but whatever you come here to do, I'm afraid Castle Mourn won't hold much longer. Take this, by way of apology.
We get a sacrificial twig, which, if I recall correctly, serves to mask yourself as an object in the background. Well, to be fair, I do have a letter for you.
I see. From Irina. Thank you. I'm in your debt, but I can't leave yet.
Oh, of course.
Even if the castle should fall, as commander, I must remain to ensure the treasured sword of Mourn does not fall into the wrong hands.
Is it really worth that?
If you see Irina, do tell her that her father will come for her once he's fulfilled his duty.
Okay, dude. Whatever you say. Like, considering she's currently without even an escort, I'm not sure, if it's a wise idea to delay a lot of, any attempt to reunite with her, but you do you. Alright, now we can properly proceed to the area where the boss is. Also, I'm spraying Kingdom Hearts free plus Remind DLC. Shite. Yeah, I think I should be able to just jump on this rooftop here. How did these people manage to write down? Oh, nice carrot. Here. Here. How this person died? How did he?
What? Oh.
Oh, fair enough. It seems both
Missed the beam, I suppose.
Yeah, we need to perform some careful beam walking, which, to be fair, it's not really gonna be the. Trust me when I say it's not gonna be the most, you know, challenging when it comes to that. Ah, rats. Alright, let's see what this course holds. Oh, a whip. And we're clearly in a torture chamber. Yeesh. This is like not the... I already did not like the Hostel movies when they came out, but this is even worse.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another Sites of Grace here. I forgot that there were a bunch of those in Castle Mourning. Actually, can I still level up? Let me see. Yes, actually, one more level. You put it to... yeah, straight. Actually, because we are fairly close to the boss arena. Compared to the other Souls games, the mainline one that From Software did, you might already have noticed when we did the Bok side quest that we really don't have a problem in summoning people, NPCs, even if, you know, because the other games required you to be in a specific state, like, you know, having humanity or something else. But instead here you can just, you know, do that willy-nilly as soon as you're in the area, basically. So that's actually, you know, managing to take into that. There we go. Taking that into account. Throwing daggers. The big question that, you know, you might have, you know, pondered is that can we both use at the same time the ashes and summon NPCs? Yes, but it's a bit tricky to utilize, and like I said, the boss's health tend to spike up as a result, so it's not the most recommended strategy. Anyway, lots of spirit jellyfishes. Hello.
They're just hanging out.
Yeah, again, we really have no quarrels with them anyway. And,
I'm guessing the person who left that message aggravated them.
possible. When it comes to their attack, they're not even that particularly powerful.
There is a lot of them, though.
Mm-hmm. But the thing that they compensate is having a range attack, a sort of a speed attack. I know this because, slight spoiler ahead, you can get one of these as one of your ashes. It has even a mini story arc attached to that, believe it or not, so we'll have to see if we manage to unlock that. Alright, let me see. Normally you should be able to... there you go. Castellan Edgar, since I talked to him, we can actually summon him to fight the boss of the area, since that's supposedly the one that's stealing that precious sword. And the boss is another kind of misbegotten, the Leonine that is mentioned. With a very, very big sword, Jesus. Edgar, need a hand. Get your ass here. Yeah, blood loss too.
Leonine misbegotten.
Yeah, because it has a more Leonine face. So there we go. And we get the Crafted Blade Greatsword, which we will get a we will get a better close look at it soon enough. But it's basically another gigantic reference to Game of Thrones, because again George R. R. Martin contributed to the writing of this game. Let me see. There we go. The storied sword of Castle Mourn, our adventurous weapon, it is burdened with oceans of anger and regret. One of the legendary armaments. A lone surviving champion from a country now vanished was so determined to continue fighting that he claimed the swords of an entire clan of warriors. So it's basically a bunch of swords glued together into just a gigantic claymore. Okay. Alright, let me see if there's something else around here. I don't really think so. Alright, let me go talk again to Edgar while we're at it. Yeah. Let's go back to the beginning sites of Grace and get quickly back to Edgar to tell him at least the good news. Maybe that will mean that he will finally be able to move his ass to save his daughter. I guess in the meantime, please, can you check who voices Edgar in this game? I have already heard this voice actor, so he might be just another recurring From Software, person that they get.
Richard Hainsworth.
Okay.
Let's check what else he's done. In terms of behind the voice actors, just this game. What else? He's been in the few little things. Edge of Summer, Doc Martin.
Oh, I know that series actually.
Jupiter Moon, an attempt by a now defunct satellite company here in the UK to make a soap opera set on a space station.
Interesting premise, but I guess it was not captivating enough.
Well, no.
Alas.
And Grange Hill, and a couple episodes of Red Dwarf, the early days.
So it's been in business for a while. I know Doc Martin because one of the people that was attending, liked watching that, and as a series, it has its for a bit of charm, but I argue it tends to be a bit on the annoying side. It's basically about this guy, doctor, who, interesting enough, is afraid of blood. He has a specific, code of etiquette and honor. And it's not like he has to solve mysteries, but it's more like a story about how he adapts to the life of the village that he's assigned to. Let's get the cup.
Pillage corpse.
Yes, again, it's literally how you say that how you acquire loot from the dead bodies. Alright, let's get back to Edgar and tell him the good news, quote unquote.
I'm in your debt for keeping the sword from those fallen creatures. I'm no longer bound by duty. Once I've rescued Irina, I will spend my remaining days with her.
Okay, now you're just telegraphing it big time.
Thanks to you, and devote my remaining... Irina has a gentle nature, though. I only hope it remains intact.
I'm gonna tell him. Well, let's go see, what you mentioned, no. Let's go see how Irina is doing, shall we? I'm sure she's perfectly fine.
Weeping Peninsula.
That's the name of the area as a whole, basically.
Get it? Because it's raining.
Oh, wait a minute. What a shock. You're telling me that the super telegraphed, speech was for naught and Irina got killed in the meantime. Yeah, I hope that sword was worth it, jackass.
Irina, how could this be? My daughter deserved better. The fault lies with me. I chose duty over my daughter's safety. And that is how fate has answered. I'll find them. The foul wretches responsible for this. I'll hunt them down and exterminate every last one of them. Rest assured.
And not just the men, but the women and the children too.
I slaughter them like cannibals.
I hate them.
I'll hunt them, rest assured.
I slaughter indiscriminately.
Truly, as a...
Wait, we can't pillage her corpse?
No. Dweebs. First of all, she doesn't really have any particular loot, behind. But, again, this serves as a, as part of a bigger story arc that is gonna happen later. Keep that in the back of your brain. Irina is dead. That is the thing that you need to keep in mind for now. Alright, we already went through...
Yeah, it doesn't get more final than that.
Yeah, let's get to the human forest. Well, again, Dweebs, it is worth noting that because of the shattering of the Elden Ring, TM, the state of death for, every being in the lands between is not as guaranteed as you might think. Some people, particularly, potentially the more stronger-willed, or even in general as a whole, people are kind of cursed, seems to be able to not die properly, but not necessarily in a pleasant way, but rather a, eternal torment kind of deal. Yeah, and bye, doggy.
That one didn't even do anything. You just slashed that one because you could.
It's like dynamic entrance. If I recall correctly, yeah, that is the right way to go to the ruins. We already went through the Frenzied Flame village anyway. And I get an egg,
the owl.
And I got an egg from it. Well, you know what they say, separating families is never a good thing.
Yet you did it anyway.
Oh, let's see, let's check this candle here. Okay. Oh, let's follow these footsteps from this noble.
This is very Sky Children of the Light.
Hmm. Oh. It leads us to the entrance of a cave. Look at that. It's not always a guaranteed, but the game does give you occasional, things like this that help you potentially find your way. Praise the old codger. Well, yeah, I guess.
Okay.
The Earth Bore Cave, more like the Earth Boring Cave. Yeah, I guess we can do that now. Might as well, since we're at it. Yeah, let's check quickly. Yeah, I've seen a cracked pavement already in the past, so that's gonna break the moment I step through it, especially with a treasure chest there. So let's get this instead. Another piece.
So there's no mimics in this game.
No, sorry, Dwibza?
Are there any mimics in this game?
No, I think I mentioned in the previous part about, surprisingly, in a cruel twist of fate, Miyazaki decides to remove them. There is something else that replaces them, but I'm not gonna tell you just yet what it is. It's
So we still get to roll for funsies.
sometimes. The thing is that most treasure chests do have a fixed reward, and oh Jesus, so much blood. Oh great, more rats. And unlike in Dark Souls 2, you don't really change the content by damaging the chest with an attack, thank God. Wow, so much blood. Did people die to these rats? Alright, I also think it's because you can actually fall down here from the cracked pavement. Kukris, glowstone. Let's see what's up ahead. Beware your beast. By the way, no turn back ahead. Let's see. Oh no. Oh no, it's this one. There's a goddamn room bear as the boss of the cave. Oh man, this is gonna suck.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
Leaves her.
Have you got any healing items on you?
Yes, it's just that, ow. This guy is
I don't think he has a moment to heal.
Yeah, this guy is a bit aggressive on the side.
Just a little bit.
It should still be susceptible to blood loss, so we'll have to see if that is applicable. Ow! Ow. No. Yeah, no hacks, please.
No, definitely not.
You're a bit too big for me.
Well, fun fact, depending on the circumstances, if you position yourself in a specific place, the hug attack can potentially despawn the room there by making you slip through the floor. Oh no.
Yeah, the hugs aren't working out. Hey, you live.
I told you about the free hugs at cons, bro. Oh, Jesus.
Hey, I told you you'd be fine.
At what cost, though? We get the Spell Drake Talisman, which is useful, as you can imagine, against the spells.
At the cost of several bones.
And also, it was guarding a flower, a Trina's lily. We already have heard that name, Saint Trina, but a light purple water lily that is on the verge of wilting. Material used for crafting items, exceedingly rare to find, a symbol of fatal Saint Trina. Dulls the senses, preventing agitation.
Sure, they're bones. They'll fix themselves.
When it comes to Saint Trina, the character of Saint Trina, all you need to know about now is that the character is a sort of protector of the concept of sleeping, basically. All the items associated to said characters are about, you know, making the target go to sleep. It's a pacification kind of thing, non-lethal. Alright, let's check a bit in the meantime. Yeah, the ruins are up ahead. Oh, there is this a demi-human queen, one of their leaders, of course.
Oops, shit, I missed, sorry.
There we go. And we get the heavy human her staff, the staff that she was using. Alright, let's check the item that was guarding. Another arterial leaf. Okay. Tier ahead, therefore faith or faith. Okay. Precious item ahead. Ah, more Miranda flowers. Yeah, let's see what these Miranda flowers are guarding. The Fate Knot Crystal Tier, which is another particular consumable. I already mentioned this in a previous part, but essentially it gives you an extra bit. Let me see. Ow. Okay. Check quickly. There you go, the Crystal Tier. A Crystal Tier formed slowly over the ages where the Earth Tree bounty falls to the ground. Having mixed with a flask of wondrous physics, the resulting concoction temporarily boosts one's fate. Basically helps you cast some particular, you know, incantations. Miranda flowers. Yeah, I didn't have time for this. No, actually, it's go here. I think it's one of the churches of Marika, which also has a site of grace, so it actually is a good way to actually end. Let's talk to this guy in front. The mausoleum prowls, cradling the soulless demigod. Oh, Marika, Queen Eternal, he is your wanted child. Okay, whatever the hell means. Let me collect the sacred tier. Again, as this basically is the game training you to understand that at these churches of Marca you will get this specific item, so you are, incentivized to look for into them. We can also talk to Irina, but we can do that in the next part. Alright, tune in for the next part to see if we manage to scour the rest of the Weeping Peninsula. So see you for that.
See ya.
Right, yeah.